I know I haven't done a video in a really long time, guys, but it's just kind of hard to work things in. I have another package from Owen, and of course, you know, if you've watched my channel very long, or if you know who he is, definitely go check him out. Can't imagine you wouldn't know who he was, but it's a really hefty box. Much appreciation to you, Owen. Okay, we're through the first layer. Wow, okay. We'll probably do some cuts in here. Jeez. Holy moly. Okay. Alright. Let's go through the first layers. This looks like bubble wrap. The Rocktober Rhino Live Loud. So some koozies from Rhino. I guess the same people who do movies and Rhino Records. That's what it looks like, their logo. So that's cool. Thank you. There is some movies here. I can already see. Wow, they're so heavy. Okay, I'm just going to go through a little bit at a time. This is Alien on CED. If you're familiar with CED as a format. Capacitance electronic disc system. It says it right there on the front. This I do not have a player for. I know some people that do have a player, and this is something where it's cool for me to have it more than it is to try to watch it. But for you guys that maybe are into CED, that's really cool to see. One of my all-time favorite movies is Alien. Next, ooh, interesting, Strange Behavior. This looks like possibly a thriller / horror movie. I'm actually not familiar with this one, but it has some really cool artwork on it. Strange Behavior. I'll actually have to look that up as soon as I get out here. Okay. Strange Invaders. So obviously there's a lot of strange here involved. That's some really cool artwork from Ryan. RCA VideoDiscs, CED. That's actually really cool. I have to look that up too. I think I may know that movie, but I don't recognize the cover art. Of course, Twilight Zone. This is one of my favorite movies. I grew up watching the Twilight Zone on cable, VHS, you know, of course, everything else. But if you're familiar with Twilight Zone TV show, that's the 80s film that came out. Let's see what else. Ooh, The Time Machine. I actually really enjoyed this film. This is from the 60s. Let's see what year this is. 1960. This movie here is really actually a pretty good adaptation of H.G. Wells' Time Machine. Probably my favorite version of Time Machine. I don't know how many times it's been done. Probably a lot recently. Saturn III. This is actually a movie that I remember renting when I was a kid, and I think they gave us the wrong tape or something because I never ended up getting to see this. But 20th Century Fox, Saturn III, I'll have to check that out. I've been aware of that movie forever, and I don't know if I've ever sat down and watched it. Never Ending Story. Wow, this one's in really good condition. Never Ending Story. I actually saw this at the theater. This is another movie that I've really loved since as long as I can remember. That has some great artwork. Alrighty. Wow, he found a lot of CDs. Jaws. This is one my girlfriend really enjoyed. So, and this one has really good artwork too. It's really cool to see it on that white plastic, which makes it really pop, all that color. Jaws. This is great. Some really good stuff in here. Oh, Dune. Probably not necessarily the best adaptation of Dune, but a classic all the same. If you're really a David Lynch fan, you kind of have to like Dune anyway. And I've always kind of liked this movie just because it's weird. Probably if they'd have been faithful, it would have been even weirder. And this looks like this is Dune Disc 2 possibly. I think if it's over a certain length, there's only so much you could fit on them. I think maybe 2 hours. So since this ran over, this may have a little bit more, but just more Dune. So let's see here. The artwork on the back of these are different. And no, oh, this is part 1 of 2, and then 2. This is 2 of 2, 1 of 2. Okay. I knew that some movies are broken down like that. So it's really cool. Okay, that's the end of the CEDs, which that's awesome. That was really cool. Now we've got Star Wars Galaxies. I guess at some point. Alrighty. Owen must have just bought this. Wow, these discs look like new. Yeah. Star Wars Galaxies, the old, and I say old relatively, not that old, but old enough like I remember it. I haven't played a lot of PC games. 2003, I think that's what it says, copyright. Has all the artwork, has the manual. Basically it's complete. And then there's another one in here, which this is, I don't know what the difference is between these. Let's see. These may be just identical. Looks like maybe he bought this twice for some reason, or he found these. But yeah, that's cool. I actually think this. I think this runs on Windows XP, and so I still have a Windows XP desktop. So I'll have to try that out. On newer computers, I'm not really for sure if you could even do anything with this, but it may be all online, so there may not be any servers left or whatever. But anyway, this is cool to have all the same. It's got a lot of cool artwork and booklets and stuff to read. In the books is really kind of just an addition to my Star Wars collection, so I can just read the book. Alrighty, so that looks like that's it. I think that is all. Yes, that is all. So thank you once again, Owen. That was quite a bit of stuff. This is a very heavy box. If you're not familiar with CEDs, they are very heavy. I would say this is 3, 4, 5, 6. This is about 8 movies, and this is probably more than 10 panels. So if you can imagine, like this is a pretty good load of stuff to pay shipping on. So I appreciate it, Owen, and I hope that the stuff I sent you even is a fraction of coolness that this ended up being. So, and to everybody else, thanks again for sticking around. You guys that are still out there somewhere watching my videos, even though I only update about once every year or two. Thanks for sticking around, and I will see you guys again next time, whenever that shall be. I will see you again next time. Bye bye.